my last name is French.
Yeah.
And it means it's a type of wine, but the alternate meaning is a foppish,
Femboy.
effeminate young boy.
You're
My
a
last
femboy.
name means femboy.
All right.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Here
we are.
You need any kind of warm up or anything? You good?
I'm good if you're good.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, life is
Okay.
enough of a joke. It's
It is.
good one. Good one, universe.
Oh, all right. Well, this is the Dad Blast from the Dad Voice Podcast. I'm Cole.
I am Phil.
And I just want to start the episode by saying, rest in peace to Big Pussy. You will be missed.
Vincent Pastor the way.
Yeah.
All right.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah,
forever.
he's been turned into Al Pastor.
Oh,
I already lost my wife's viewership. She fucking hates when I do that voice. Like, more than anything.
well, you guys are in for a treat. We're flipping the script today. We're opening with the Dad.
You're not allowed to have fun, and here's why.
It's the Dad Gripe.
Making two dads in the basement angry.
Okay.
Look,
So-
two dads in basements being angry has probably started a lot of good and bad things, like revolutions and, you know.
Yeah, well, we're somewhere in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Between manifesto and completely changing the world. For the
YouTube can decide if this is our Joker moment or not.
better. So, Dad Gripe
Yeah.
is when people just so in particular, but when people perform to any degree unprompted, just in public.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It is
yeah.
the worst thing. And there are, like, as a vocalist of a hardcore and metalcore band, you would tell people, like, oh, yeah, I'm in a band. And they'd go, oh, what do you do? And you'd be like, oh, I'm the front man. I'm the singer. I'm the vocalist. And people would be like, oh, sing for me.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to explain to them, that's not how this shit works.
Read this grocery list with harsh vocals right now.
Yeah, go ahead. And, like, first off,
Same with comedy, too. Oh, my God.
Tell
dude.
me a joke.
When I was, like, actively doing stand-up outside of my house, like, dude, it was constant, like, oh, tell me one of your best jokes. And then you have to be like, well, it just doesn't really work like that without, like, a crowd. You know, it's just, and then they're like, okay, so you're not funny.
Yeah, no, it's the same principle. And then there are the people on the opposite side of the spectrum. And, like, I remember a handful of people that would show up to shows all the time, and you would just hear them doing these weird random metal vocals just
Ah,
throughout.
dude, yeah, that's...
And it's, by the
Bro,
way,
you were totally the kid in school that was, like, hissing at people.
yeah, it's not when they're watching a set, like dogpiling to do it. It is between sets, and it's like a fucking tick.
Dude, they're doing that shit where they, like, rub their jaw. They're like... Standing
Like,
outside
what
the bathroom.
Yeah, they're just sitting there, and they'll come and walk up into the conversation and be like, oh, yeah, that's cool.
Just yeah, there's people trying to have a cigarette. They're just walking up behind them like...
Yeah, that's just exactly how it is. And then I also, though, think about, like, from the comedy perspective, the guys who show up to a conversation and start forcing
Oh,
jokes.
God, yeah.
And it's not like, and I've seen guys do that and then come and a few minutes later go, all right, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Hey, I'm at the Idiot Box. Come see me.
Come see me.
Mic. And it's like, I'm not coming to see shit that you got.
That was a terrible advertisement.
That was awful.
I'm actually going to move to a different town now.
And my favorite thing is when I find someone that I know would do really well at stand-up, but they're not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And they're like on the opposite side of that spectrum. And I'm like, dude, you should do stand-up. And then
it doesn't translate.
No, it doesn't. And I've been that guy who, like, when I did open mics, my first few were just me, like, trying to have casual conversation, and it just where I could interject, but that's not how stand-up works.
Yeah. Two of our mutual friends, I met them actually. I didn't meet them at a hardcore show or anything. I actually met them because both of them did open mic night at the Idiot Box a long time ago, and we just all happen to know a lot of the same people. I don't know if I can disclose who they are. But their stand-up was actually pretty funny, but they're much funnier in real life.
I think that the people who are better at conversationally funny situations would do better at acting.
Yeah.
Because they tend to be able to bounce off of people better.
Yeah.
Some people can just be fucking funny without being prompted with other conversational pieces, and those people are the ones who are good at stand-up.
Yeah.
However, don't walk up to someone who does stand-up and go, tell me a joke, funny man.
Tell me a joke.
Hey, funny man.
I got to the point where I would just fuck with people and just Google basic, like, jokes.
Yeah.
And be like, there, I just told you a joke. And fuck off.
Hey, funny man.
It's also worse.
Tell me a joke.
Because, like, we kind of started with this gripe because, like, I was mentioning my wife hates when people beatbox in public or private and sing near her. And it's almost worse when people are really good at singing and they start doing it in public because you're like, all right, dude, you're feeling yourself. Like, if someone sucks at singing and they start singing in public, it's way more fun because you're like, okay, they're obviously not taking it seriously. They're not trying to be somebody.
Here's my thing, and this is going to get to the root of the dad gripe, too. If you want to do that, go to fucking karaoke.
Yeah.
Like, go to karaoke
Literally.
and do that shit. That's what that is for. It is for you to take your voice, good or bad, and go sing in front of strangers.
Do it in the right setting.
It's got to be contextually correct.
Dude, not in line at Starbucks.
Right.
Because everybody's just looking down like, ugh. It's one of those things where it's like, I didn't consent to this shit, dude. I didn't.
Or on the commons of a fucking college campus.
Oh,
dude,
God, yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I would walk through campus and just hear people singing. And, like, then you would hear, it was almost like a comedic moment from a movie where you'd hear someone go, shut the fuck up.
Dude, I'd rather walk by a street preacher, honest to God. Yeah. I can at least bounce back and forth with them.
You remember the, what were the Black Israelites, I think?
Oh, yeah, dude. I love driving by them in downtown Greensboro.
They used to walk around downtown Greensboro a lot. And I'd run into them, and I would have conversations with them.
Yeah.
I would not have conversations with a random stranger singing it.
No, not at all. Dude, I also, just side note, love the Black Israelites because you know that pisses off, like, Zionists so much because they're like, they're not real Israelites. I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Why aren't they? Go ahead.
Is it something about the way they look?
Yeah.
Or you think they can't be anointed by God too? Why?
Why is that? Yeah, no, and I don't know. They've never been, the ones here at least have never been like super pushy. The first time I saw them, I thought it was a bunch of like black dudes cosplaying and joking, dressing up as Klansmen, and I was like, dude, this is hilarious. And then I was like, oh, they're serious. Like, it's religious. I'll respect them. When I first saw the Black Israelites, I didn't know who they were, and a buddy of mine was like, yeah, they're like Illuminati. Like, they think they're Illuminati. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, they think they're Illuminati.
Are they?
So I went up and I was like, what's up? So what's up with the Illuminati? And they were like,
we pass out podcast stickers to them and try and get in?
Yeah, we should. Hey, guys, you're going to love this one, okay?
Yeah.
We will sell our souls.
Yeah.
That pisses me off to no end when people, and I think it's more of the fact that it's like, everybody here is on the same level right now of like chilling, we're having conversation, we're having a good time, we're having fun.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you have to make the whole area focus on you.
Yeah, don't turn a kickback into a fucking cabaret, dude.
Right,
Listen, it's like, it's cringe.
If you want
cringe behavior.
People to pay attention to you, start a podcast, and you will eventually get a handful of people watching what you do just about every week.
Yeah.
And you can sing on it, you can fucking jerk off on it, whatever you want to do.
And people are going to be like, oh, these two guys just say people can't have fun. You're fucking right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
100%.
I am being a hater. Stop it.
If that is your version of fun, I don't want you
Stop
to have fun another day in your life.
If I were president, it would be illegal.
Yeah. No more singing in public. No more asking comedians to tell a fucking joke. Like, and I know, by the way, the best singers I know that actually do that shit for like a band or for a living.
Yeah.
If you come up to them and ask them to sing, they'll cuss you the fuck out.
Yeah. The best singers are actually just the people who don't sing at all, but they stem sing at home. Like my wife, I was like, baby, you have a phenomenal voice. She would never sing in public or do singing. But I was like, babe, that was good.
My wife is
Your stems are beautiful.
My wife is like, yeah, when I was in chorus, I was, I did this. And I was like, you were in chorus? And then, like, she'll be completely unseriously, like, randomly just singing, like, stimming, like you said.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's beautiful.
She can carry a tune. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
But then you're like, maybe you should do that. She's like, I don't want to fucking talk to people. I don't want to be in front of people. And I'm like, I get that. So,
You want to, so this is really cringe. And this is the reason I got no ass in high school or anything. When I was in middle school, I was in chorus.
Yeah.
And I was also in French at the same time. And for my dumbass, like, just only knowing how to talk to women based on media brain, I was like, so if I good at singing and I know French, like, I can smooth talk the ladies better.
They're like, look at this French-speaking fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Who's in chorus, bro?
Dude, my last name is French.
Yeah.
And it means it's a type of wine, but the alternate meaning is a foppish,
femboy.
Effeminate young boy. My last name means femboy.
Love that for you. Anyway, this also kind of reminds me, though, of the other thing I was going to talk about, because I don't know a lot about, other than rest in peace, Big Pussy,
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot about going on in the news, but social media is very much a place for those attention-seeking people.
Like me.
Like me, to be honest, to go out and get their attention in a slightly less intrusive way. And I say less intrusive because people can at least elect to see your shit. On social media,
that's true.
People can decide, I know what this guy's doing on social media, and I'm still going to be friends with him, or I'm still going to follow him. In public, in real life, I can't get away from you fucking singing, so don't do that shit. But on social media, you can. The problem is, there's like a whole conversation. I was listening to a podcast the other day. Adam Conover from Adam Ruins Everything has a podcast now, and he had a lady who had been doing like a research, or had written some books on Facebook and everything. And one thing that, like, I knew this about the algorithm, but I'd never really, like, plugged in the value. Like, it's like I recognized the value of what it was, and I never plugged it into my understanding of Facebook. But the way Facebook, and I'm using Facebook as a point of reference here because their algorithm is the most aggressive with this, but the way Facebook's algorithm works is you don't actually see the shit you follow very often. They show you shit that they want you to see.
Yeah.
And then once you follow it, it goes away.
Yeah.
And so then you have to, like, actively seek out the shit you follow. And now some social media is getting like TikTok was smart. They did it from the beginning. They had the following tab. So you can go and check out the pages that you follow. Facebook has started to do that now too. But they still default. TikTok still defaults to the FYP, and Facebook still defaults to the natural feed.
You probably have to, like, go in and build your own separate feed of what you're following, probably.
I don't follow anything anymore, which we're getting to the point that I was trying to make is I'm off social media now.
Yeah.
I have to deactivate my Facebook, but I'm trying to figure out how to do that without fucking up the dad voice stuff. But everything else other than...
Just block everyone and then just create your own echo chamber. It's just you shouting into the void.
I was thinking about just making a completely secondary profile that adds no friends and except you, and then just has admin rights on the dad voice.
Dude, we're the only friends we need for each other at this point.
To me, it was such a I don't know what the right word is, like a substitute for actual friendship, a substitute for actual human interaction. And it was making me depressed. My wife and I both were like realizing like our marriage has not been as good as it could be because we were sitting there just doom scrolling on these vacuums. And I still love TikTok, because TikTok's the only algorithm I had curated to comedy. Everything else was doom.
Yeah, everything else was just meant to piss you off and make you argue with people and increase engagement on that site.
And TikTok is
too, but at least they throw you a bone and give you some good shit.
My TikTok is mostly just the stupid AI voices reading Reddit stories and just ridiculous shit.
Oh, I'm a sucker for those too.
Yeah, dude, I get wrapped up.
I'll even watch it after I just read the same damn Reddit story on Reddit.
Yeah, I'm bad about that one. I'm taking a break from social media. My wife is taking a break from social media. This isn't like some big announcement like everybody has to fucking know.
Big things coming.
It felt like
I'm
important
disappearing.
to mention because, like, even though this isn't a mainline episode, I feel like parents and just adults our age with spouses are probably dealing with that, and they might not even realize. Like, we've been off for 2 fucking days, and I've seen my wife it's like I'm seeing her again. And I know that sounds shitty.
That's not shitty if you're making a change.
I'm not pretending like I'm a good husband, by the way. Yeah. I've never claimed to be a good husband. I have always claimed to love my wife. I've been a shit husband, and this is a way of getting better. Okay, like that's just at the end of the day. You can come in here and tell me how awful I am, bitch. I know. Like, I know what this is.
Don't tell them on social media. Now you have to pull up on it. That's the true, like, consequence of it is people will just actually pull up on you to argue with you now. You're like, hang on, honey, it's 7:30. This guy's coming to argue about this thing in local politics that, we couldn't continue the conversation. So he's coming to do it face to face.
This is my allotted fade time. So
that is one of those things about social media is like, you don't often go argue with random strangers like at your house or in public.
The thing about it is I have even said heinous shit to people online, but people will talk so much shit and act like they are unfucking touchable. Yeah. And then I have caught people that have talked ridiculous shit to me online in person, and then
they act like nothing happened.
Right. They're like, hey, bro, what's going on?
It's probably me. I do shit like that, too.
I caught one guy, and he did not realize that I wasn't bullshitting when I told him I was bigger than him. And he was like, oh, fuck. Like, he audibly said, oh, fuck. And that's not to say that, like, oh, I'm Billy Badass. That's to say that another reason that I think I need to be off social media is because I'm afraid I'm going to catch that moment one day. Because there are...
People get lulled into thinking they're safe behind a screen.
Yeah, I'm a big guy. There are people that are bigger than me. There are people that are smaller than me that have beaten my ass, that know, like, jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and shit. Like, I'm as soon as my back is, like, back to 100%, I still keep pulling a muscle in my lower right side. I'm working on it. But as soon as I get back to it, I want to get back into Brazilian jiu-jitsu and maybe some Muay Thai again. But when I was in it, I would get my ass kicked by dudes that didn't even come past my shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Because they can just throw you.
That technique.
Like, yeah, and it's not about... It's
this
about
motherfucker
physics.
knows physics. God damn, this dude can flip me.
Yeah, and...
What the hell? He knows what a fulcrum is?
All it takes is for you to go and run your mouth online and then run up on the wrong fucking one.
Yeah.
And it's over for you. And I just don't... But also, I don't like that social media has made me that person where I feel... like I can just do that. That's not how human interaction works. That's not how polite and healthy discourse works. Now, there's a difference between if you're a fucking Nazi, fuck you, I don't want to know you. I don't have any interest in knowing you, and I will definitely swing on you in real life or online. Doesn't matter. But when it comes to somebody going, I don't know, I think our taxes are better spent this way instead of this way, and I'm like, you're fucking stupid online. Would I say that to them in person? No, I would sit down and be like, here's why I think you're wrong.
That's the thing about arguing on social media is it's not character limits, but you're posting comments and you're trying to get your point in each time. Whereas in real life, conversations are way more fluid and have way more nuance, and you can express yourself with your face and stuff. So it really is like, you can easily come across as way more aggressive than how the conversation would be in real life.
Yeah, especially because people are trying to read a tone when it doesn't exist. And you can't tell tone on social media. But on top of that, also, people get like way into your business. You meet people that are absolutely batshit crazy, which I'm not going to get into the details on it, but that was like one of the reasons. Like, I just met someone who was off their shit, and I'm like, all right, this was a good warning sign.
Yeah.
Time to get off for a bit.
And time to be less accessible.
I might come back, to be honest, though, as long as I can maintain the podcast without doing that, and maybe even work on my own YouTube stuff without doing that. I think I'm going to try to just stay off.
It's funny. I have a Facebook. Obviously, I've had it for 20 years almost. I never go on Facebook.
Yeah.
And so, like, it is definitely possible I'll go on to give ourselves a fake like on our short, and then I dip right back off. But my problem is Reddit.
I want to be like you, though, where, like, you don't browse the shorts, you don't get on Facebook.
I don't watch short form content. I just make it. Don't get high on your own supply.
And I think that's going to be a lot better for me. Especially, I got other shit going on. I got so much shit going on in real life. Like, I am chronically online, and it's a problem. And it's great to be hip with the lingo and shit, but, like...
It's funny because, like, I say, like, I don't go on Facebook, I don't watch shorts or anything, but I am still always online in some capacity, whether it's Reddit or whether it's checking analytics on the podcast, all that, or
I will say
driving a city into a deficit on Pocket City 2.
Checking analytics and stuff, I don't count as doing social media. That's us checking our numbers.
Yeah, it tickles the pattern-seeking part of my brain, too.
Yeah.
Like, man, I took statistics classes and stuff in college. Like, it's got use. It's real. Numbers are real.
This was a funny dad blast. This honestly actually felt more like a mini episode.
Yeah,
but
it was.
We didn't really talk about what, like, specific dad stuff.
And it's because nothing good that we can see in the news happened, and we didn't want to be doomerish and talk about how Spokane, Washington is on fire, or there was a mass SHOOTING at a fucking In-N-Out.
And listen, those conversations are hard. Multiple people died or got injured, and it's not the right space to politicize that. So our hearts are with you guys. If anyone in Idaho, actually we got quite a few downloads in Idaho. So, if you're someone that knows people that were affected.
Well, and if the downloads stop, then we know who it was. He got taken out by the police.
Jesus. Are you implying that the only person in Idaho that watches our shit is the fucking shooter?
Yes.
Okay. On that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap this dad blast up. Make sure to like, subscribe, click all the buttons. If you want us to answer your dad advice, you can still send an email to the dadvoicepod@gmail.com, subject line dadvice. You can remain anonymous if you want to. I'm going to keep plugging it, but we don't get them anymore, so it is what it is.
That's okay. Everybody's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Glad to hear you
Happy
guys are
for
doing
y'all.
great. So make sure to follow us on all of the platforms. Also, we are sponsored by Dubby. If you want a nice, clean energy that doesn't give you like a crash or the jitters, you can go to w.gg, use code DADBLAST for 10% off, and they have all kinds of supplements. It's good stuff. We're big fans. So do that. And aside from that, anything else from you?
Oh, that was a good one.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, gang, gang.
Gang, gang.